Welcome back. Well away from all the hardcore issues that make us, keep a straight face. Let's come to something, that keep our hearts, light a little bit. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo is set to show a side of him you have never seen before.
And that's acting. Yes, indeed. He has made his acting debut with a special episode of a comedy skit, Daily Issues, produced by Samuel Ajibola, who is also known as Spiff in the sitcom The Johnsons.
And that episode will be released, we understand, sometime in October. That will be October the 14th exactly.
Absolutely. Of course, Samuel Ajibola himself is right here in the studio with us. He's an actor and a movie producer. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.
You've got the whole world wondering, how on earth this young man, how did you get former President Olusegun Obasanjo to, take part? I mean, he's now an actor. Simple. Simple as ABC. You've made our former president an actor. How did you do that? How did you pull that one off?
All right. First of all, I'm grateful to God for, the opportunity to be able to do it. And, it started with my management having a relationship with the Youth Development Center of the Olusegun Obasanjo Presidential Library in Abeokuta. And they were going to do their annual Youth and Governance Dialogue, and they needed a compare, which I also am, apart from an actor. So, I was privileged to have the opportunity to be, the one to be the compare for the event. And then, in that light, I pitched up the idea with my management, and they somehow just made it work, and it happened.
Amazing.
So, what exactly, motivated you, to, say, okay, let me bring in Obasanjo to be part of this? What exactly motivated you? What did you see in him? Did you see that, okay, he can be, comic, or so? Did you see that in him?
Well, we've always known that, Baba has a very funny side to himself, and I just felt it was going to be a good opportunity, for Nigeria in so many ways. Apart from just being an actor and a movie producer, I'm also someone that advocates for, youth in actual governance of the country. And I felt it was just an opportunity to do that, to create awareness on the part of, with my face, my talent, to create awareness in the minds of the youths of today that they're not too young to actually, get involved in politics and governance.
Ah, interesting. Okay, now you use comedy and satire in telling your stories in your skits. Now tell us about this particular one with Obasanjo in it. What is it really all about, without letting out everything, so that when it does come out, we'll actually, fall over ourselves to see it? All right.
It still boils around the same issue of youths not being too young to run. The story centers around that whole idea about you cannot be too young to think that you cannot make active decisions and involvements that will make your country a better place. Don't see yourself as just a complainer or the proletariats that cannot do anything but complain and nag that we are having bad governments, and that's just it. You can actually get yourself involved. You can actually make decisions. You can actually use your talents, use whatever it is that you have to make an impact in society, and that's what I did.
All right, now tell us, what role did you have in play in the skit?
What role do I have?
What role did you have Obasanjo play in the skit?
I had him
play. Just act Baba?
I had him play himself. I had him play Baba.
He played himself. How easy was it? How easy was it to get him to actually learn his lines, and all of that? But I'll allow you to answer that when we bring in. Let's bring in Fola Dele again. Fola, good to see you.
You actually beat me to the question.
I was going to ask him. Wow, I'm so glad
to direct him.
To direct him, yeah.
But let's hear what people are saying about this.
Yes.
Good morning, by the way. Good to see you. Acting normal, impressive.
Thank you.
Junior Sen says, so former President Olusegun Obasanjo made acting debut on Samuel Ajibola, in brackets, Spiff's personal project. Wow. Mr. Jokula says, after that, he should go into boxing too. Treasure says, did I hear that former President Olusegun Obasanjo will become an actor? Well, he's already become an actor, to be honest. Acting with Samuel Ajibola, aka Spiff, in Daily Issues. Damola Johnson says, this is typical modern presido. Baba, no one retire. Right on. Chimek Swagu says, hope he was paid well for the role and paid his tax for the income. And Rebecca says, a must watch. Okay, so, like Ngozi asked, how easy was it to direct him? How easy was it to work with him on set? Was he a diva?
No, to my surprise, Baba was actually very, very, he was very simple, you know, to work with. He saw the script, he read it, he liked it, he read it again, and he was like, can I add anything I want to say? And I was like, go ahead, sir. And it was one take, and then we did it, and it was amazing.
Wow.
It was really
no
amazing.
moments of losing his cool?
No, not at all.
But you know, the president, former president, was a very, very busy person. I wonder how, you know, challenging it must have been to actually track him down, you know, and have him cool down,
still in one place,
still, and take your orders, because you were in charge, you were the one directing him.
Like I mentioned, we were going to have the youth and governance dialogue, and he was going to be there as you know, the chief proponent, and so it was just the right timing, and everything was right. It just happened that way.
Were you scared to say cuts? Were you like, cut, sir?
No, I wasn't. I've always been a confident person.
All right.
How much did Baba pay? Oh, no.
Did you pay him?
How much did you pay him?
I didn't pay him, to be really honest. Yes, I didn't pay him. It was something that he was happy to do. He saw that it went beyond just being, you know, paid for it, something that will change the mindset of a lot of people worldwide, and he was ready to do it. So. Right.
Okay, well, that's you know, fair enough. You got any more questions?
Thank you.
All right. Foladili, thank you very much. Well, let's see. It's interesting, really, having a former president, someone of Obasanjo's, you know, character and personality, you know, to get involved in a new you know, career path now.
Totally different turf.
Well, let me ask this: did he, you know, peradventure, you know, tell you that, okay, maybe after this time, please come back again? Do you have any more roles? Come back to me.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. We haven't talked about that.
Okay, so now that you have an Obasanjo in your kitty, who's the next high-profile person that we should be looking forward to you cornering?
I don't know. Someone on social media told me probably Barack Obama next, and I was like, maybe. Who knows? It might happen.
And you can be sure that he'll be willing to do it. But
yes.
So when is this skit coming out? What's the duration and all of that? Just tell us more about it.
All right. It's going to be on my YouTube channel, and it's just between 5 minutes and 6 minutes. It's not long.
This is your first skit.
This is my first production as
all right. Do you intend to you know, continue along that line, maybe skits, or going into a broader you know, production?
Oh yes, I intend to go broader. I intend to do even more skits and then go broader into, you know, producing movies too at the same time. All right.
Do you also intend to continue on the path of, you know, comedy, or, you know, do things that you know, relate to more, you know, serious, you know, issues in society?
Well, I'm an actor, first of all, so it's I'm not just a comic actor. I have, you know, the serious drama side, which I've always been doing before I even began on my path of comedy. And yes, on other serious things, I would definitely want to do that.
Okay, look, my producer wants in on this one. Donald Trump is the drama queen. We all know that. He's somebody that does not shy away from maximizing television to, you know, push out whatever ideas he has in his head. We all know him for The Apprentice and all of that. Is that somebody you would dare even begin to think of having on a skit of yours? How delightful would that be?
Well, that's a difficult question. A very difficult question. But for now, I don't think so. I really don't think so.
You don't think so?
Yes, for now.
What about the President Buhari?
Maybe if the opportunity comes. I always, you know, first want to see if I have the opportunity, and then I want to push it beyond that. So
yes.
If I get the opportunity, who knows?
Absolutely. And I really want you to underscore that fact, you know, something I read that you said that, look, it's good to dream, and your dreams can actually come true, especially when it comes to young people daring to dream, daring to believe that they can actually actualize, let me use that, you know, whatever comes to their mind. You want to quickly speak to that? especially to young people like yourself?
Yes, I've always been a proponent or someone that is an advocate of, you know, hard work, having big dreams, you know, and pushing those dreams with every single thing you have. Every single thing that I've always gotten, I've always, you know, achieved. Things that I've always seen in my mind, and I've always worked hard towards. Every single day of my life, I wake up and I work hard towards those dreams, and I tell myself that one day I will get there. If I keep taking one step every day, I will get there. And I also want to, you know, be, apart from just being a living testimony or a success story, I also want to influence a whole lot of people to be able to achieve whatever they want to. That's part of the reasons why I actually wrote that post up, and it's been getting the reviews. I got someone that sent me a message that said, you know, she's been really inspired by what I've done, how I've put my words, and that she wants to chase her own dreams. So I'm really happy.
Amazing.
Right. Samuel Ajibola, producer, actor, thank you very much indeed for coming to share your thoughts.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, and indeed we are inspired.